You're watching 2000 Today, still live following the sun around the world, and what you're seeing now is the first dawn in southern and sub-Saharan Africa.
The African sun stands there to light up the beauty we witness today. And its ululating mountains shake the essence of the soil, and the beat of the African drum is whispering, the rhythm of our renaissance, loud and deep. In the skies, sunrises are making gods of honor for birds to sing the tune of joy, reigning in our continent. Music was born in Africa laughing, and the fertile womb of motherland knows all, lying on the pastures of her own creation. Above everything on this day, we hear the clouds gathering to blow the horn of a melodious rain to bless this, our very day. When the cock crows in the middle of the day, we all know, like a young man of his time, Africa is standing on balanced feet to welcome the new millennium.
Nous nous déplaçons à nouveau pour nous retrouver. Alors la surprise est aussi grande pour vous que pour nous. Autre manière d'accueillir l'an 2000 au Mexique. Un autre de ces moments, comme on vous en a proposé plusieurs au cours de cette émission très très spéciale, le monde vu par les enfants, à l'aube de l'an 2000. Leurs rêves et leurs espoirs, et leurs jeux.
¿Qué tal? Muy buenas noches. Nos da mucho gusto estar con ustedes nuevamente en esta transmisión del 2000 hoy aquí en 11 TV y les saludamos a partir de este momento y las próximas horas. Eugenio Montesora, ¿cómo está?
Yo muy bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, gracias. Y Adriana Pérez Cañedo, de verdad ha sido placentero participar y seguir después la transmisión a través de la televisión. ¿Tú cómo la has visto?
Para mí ha sido maravilloso ver cómo se ha juntado la gente para festejar este cambio a una nueva etapa, un nuevo siglo, un nuevo año, un nuevo milenio, como se le quiera llamar, pero la felicidad brota por todos lados.
Sí, fíjate que ahora que dices un nuevo siglo, un nuevo milenio, no quiero dejar de mencionarlo, es algo en lo que no nos hemos acabado de poner de acuerdo muchos, que si es un nuevo siglo, que si es un nuevo milenio. Según las matemáticas y lo que me enseñaron en la escuela, un siglo tiene 100 años. Y estamos en 1999. Entonces, ahí empieza la discusión. Hay quienes dicen que no, que hoy, que esta noche empieza el nuevo siglo, y hay quienes dicen que no, que lo que vamos a empezar a vivir mañana es el primer día del último año del siglo XX. ¿Tú qué piensas?
Bueno, es una discusión que podría tener muchas horas.
¿Pasamos un siglo?
Sí, claro, pero yo creo que tienes razón, hay que esperar hasta el año que entra para festejar el nuevo milenio, pero no nos vamos a meter en esa discusión en estos momentos, Adriana. A continuación podríamos invitar a nuestros amigos a ver esta gran fiesta que se está llevando a cabo en el corazón de nuestra ciudad, en el Zócalo.
Así es, porque para recibir el año 2000 en la Ciudad de México, el Gobierno de la República ha organizado una magna celebración en el Zócalo, una fiesta popular que abarca más de 24 horas de diversas actividades en torno a la identidad, a la unidad y a la esperanza como temas principales.
Nuestra ciudad es una de las más grandes y densamente pobladas del mundo. Se convierte en el escenario de un magnífico despliegue de vitalidad, de creación artística. A continuación, vamos a invitar a nuestros amigos, Adriana, a ver la actuación de José Luis Duval.
José Luis Duval y muchos otros artistas que se están presentando a lo largo de la noche. Hemos recorrido el mundo desde las 3:30 de la mañana que salimos con esta transmisión. Lo hemos recorrido minuto a minuto, pero no queremos dejar de tener la presencia constante de lo que estamos viviendo en nuestro país. Tuvimos unas escenas maravillosas desde el Tajín en Veracruz.
No sigas
porque ¿tú que eres veracruzano?
Sí, soy de por allá, soy de un lugar que se llama Gutiérrez Zamora, y bueno, tenemos el Tajín a unos cuantos kilómetros, pero no vamos a hablar de tanta distancia, mejor nos vamos al Zócalo.
Al Zócalo, sí. Al Zócalo a disfrutar del espectáculo que ahí se está presentando en este momento en vivo. Nos faltan 12 minutos para que sean las 10 de la noche y ya cómo está el Zócalo. Hay una gran fiesta alrededor del Zócalo de la Ciudad de México, ya los preparativos, como para ir entrando en calor con estos maravillosos espectáculos que ha organizado el Gobierno de la República. Y en Paseo de la Reforma, el Gobierno de la Ciudad de México, lo que han llamado el mitote, que también es otra fiesta de la que vamos a hablar más adelante y tendremos imágenes también de lo que ahí se ha estado presentando.
Es un gusto ver a los mexicanos juntos para festejar algo tan especial como es este cambio a una nueva etapa, ¿no, Adriana?
Sí.
Pero mira, con los ritmos latinos, la antigua Borinquen se despide del año y da la bienvenida al año 2000 desde el Parque del Tercer Milenio, construido para la ocasión e inaugurado este día.
Y con las aguas del Océano Atlántico como fondo, más de 100 artistas han participado durante todo el día en esta celebración allá en Puerto Rico.
El punto culminante de esta fiesta en Puerto Rico será la interpretación del tema del nuevo milenio titulado Puerto Rico, te tengo en mi alma, compuesto especialmente para este día por el reconocido compositor Ángel Cuco Peña.
5 conocidos intérpretes puertorriqueños de diversos géneros musicales se van a unir para entonar esta pieza.
También veremos un carnaval con diversos personajes folclóricos acompañados por juegos pirotécnicos.
Juan José no quiere que yo vaya a la verde, y mi mamá no quiere que yo vaya a la verde. Juan José, eso. Yo te llamaré. Juan José, pase por tu casa que llamé. Ya te fuiste, Juan José, como no me oíste, Juan José, ven a morirte en pena, todo lo nuestro. Alegría bomba, alegría bomba, baila mi bomba, José Inés, no se le acuerdo, felicidades. Oye, estamos.
mundo están del mundo entero están viendo Puerto Rico. Mira satélite. Bienita. Bien, bien, bien. Bueno, Chucho. Para ustedes y el mundo entero.
Alegría bomba, alegría bomba, alegría bomba, baila mi bomba José. Alegría bomba, alegría bomba, estamos transmitiendo y nos ven por los países, mira que chévere. Alegría bomba, alegría bomba, alegría bomba, baila mi bomba José.
Para Puerto Rico y el mundo entero.
Sube, boricua, sube, sube, boricua, sube, sube, boricua, sube, sube, boricua, sube. Esto está bueno.
Este es el tema oficial de la celebración de este pueblo para el nuevo milenio, hacia el 2000.
You're still with us on 2000 Today, live around the world. That new Millennium theme song was called Puerto Rico, I Have You in My Soul, a fusion of Latin American rhythms that was specially created to honour this event. That was Manny Manuel. I wonder what happened to Manny. Didn't meet Manny in your travels, did you?
No, I wasn't fortunate enough to bump into Manny.
Where did you go? I mean, you were one of the original Race Around the Worlders, a program with which I had a close association. And for a funny,
you were the idol almost, or the...
Yes, it was wonderful, wonderful to be associated and sent up all around the world by you guys. But where did you go?
I went to Mexico, Peru, Canada, Iceland, England, Egypt, India, Nepal, Japan.
And you loved every moment of it.
Loved it, yeah.
Stick with us. We're going to have a look at some world highlights now, and I think we're going to look at Senegal, Finland, Sweden and Venezuela. There's a cultural mix for you.
Tell me what you got, show me what you can do, yeah. Show me love, show me everything. I know you got potential, so baby, let me in and show me love. Yeah, yeah, show me like, baby, show me what it's all about.
Porque este cambio, sobrino, nos ocurrirá por dentro. Aumentará la confianza, el amor y la esperanza de paz para el mundo entero. Para toda la nación, también para el mundo entero. Los niños de Venezuela cantan al nuevo milenio.
And we're ready now to cross to simultaneous midnights in the Caribbean and also Canada.
Tell my story after all the games I've won. How can I begin? There's so much more than scars and words can tell. How can I wait till the morning? Who can say if tonight is the only day? I wonder what will it take chase these blues away. Just take me back to East Dry River. Just take me back where I belong. Just take me back to the Ringman people. Just take me back to sing my song. I wanna hear the birdies sing. I wanna hear the whistles blow. I wanna hear the steel band play. I wanna hear the lion roar. How can I go back and tell my brethren that some things never change? I know the tears and the pain, they'll feel my sorrow. Material things we'll share. How can I love these people just the same, like the ones God passed me through? I wonder what will it take to chase these blues away. Just take me back to East Dry River. Just take me back where I belong. Just take me back to the Ringman people. Just take me back to sing my song. I wanna hear the birdies sing. I wanna hear the whistles blow. I wanna hear the steel band play. I wanna hear the lion roar. I just gotta go back. The children know me. Right now I feel so sad. Enough is enough. The day's so cloudy and everything so drab. How can I feel their love from so far away till it breaks my heart in two? I think I know what it takes to chase these blues away. Just take me back to East Dry River. Just take me back where I belong. Just take me back to the Ringman people. Just take me back to sing my song. I wanna hear the birdies sing. I wanna hear the whistles blow. I wanna hear the steel band play. I wanna hear the lion roar. Just take me back to East Dry River.
It was midnight in the Caribbean. That was Eddie Grant, a legendary figure, probably the biggest thing to come out of the Caribbean other than Bob Marley, who's no longer with us, of course. And the Caribbeans know how to party. A lot of big names around tonight over there, apparently. Viv Richards, Brian Lara, Gary Sobers, Dwight York.
4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy 2000! Happy 2000! Ringman 2000! New Millennium 2000! Hello, South Africa!
Midnight in Puerto Rico. Manny Manuel again, who we saw earlier in their build-up. As the sun moves around the globe. Now in the Caribbean and Central America.
Happy New Year!
And we'll tell them it's Canada.
Welcome to 2000!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday!
From the birthplace of Confederation, Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old...
Bottom barges. I've only lived here for a year, a bit over a year. I think Strawn is a lot more complex than you'd probably think, just coming here for a day. It's got a real mix of people here. You've got the old-timers with their punts. You've got people coming in, entrepreneurs, and you've got the locals here, like the school kids and that type of thing. So it's a really great mix. Although it's isolated, you've got the comforts of city things as well, which is great.
For your day. Thank you.
The uniqueness of Strawn is the 9 o'clock in the morning it's overrun with people. By 9:10, it's totally empty. Everyone's out on the cruises.
Well, thanks again, Janet, for renting Strawn in Tidy Towns this year.
The new millennium coming up is very exciting for Strawn and for all the businesses. We have obviously a very busy season coming up, and that happens every year. But this year we have online centres starting to be put into place. So the access for businesses to be able to keep in touch with what's happening in the world is so much greater.
We had 7 mills cutting here on Pioneer at one time. It was exported all over the world. And what they used to do, the old piners, once a year they'd have a regatta, wood chops, punt races and things of that nature. And of course the Piners Festival is a getting together of the local people. It's a celebration of the piners. I think that one must respect the past to go into the future.
I think people move to Strawn because of the lifestyle and because it's really one of the only growing places at the moment, and it is growing awfully fast. And the standard is so wonderful and the people are so great that you wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
The new millennium, to me, I see exciting opportunities for our business to develop. I think Strawn will continue to grow. At the same time, I think there needs to be added responsibility for looking after this fantastic environment.
Y la tierra se hizo río.
Se llevó lo que era mío y no volvimos a verlo.
Virgen Virgen de la Coromoto, Virgen María, ayúdame en este trance, San Juan Bautista,
y que el corazón me alcance para dárselo a nosotros.
ay, San Antonio, se derramaron los cielos, ay, San Antonio, y la tierra se hizo río, ay, San Benito,
Se llevó lo que era mío y no volvimos a verlo.
Virgen de la Coromoto, Virgen María, ayúdame en este trance, San Juan Bautista,
Y que el corazón me alcance para dárselo a nosotros.
a todos los que se fueron, y a San Pedro, que me alumbre en el camino,
Para encontrar un destino cuando pase el aguacero.
ayúdame a levantarme, que tu mano sea la mía,
Y préstame tu alegría para poder felicitarlo.
a todos los que se fueron, a San Pedro, que me alumbre en el camino,
Para encontrar un destino cuando pase el aguacero.
You're watching the midnight celebrations in Venezuela, and apparently the song that you're hearing is an adaptation of some Venezuelan folk music, and it's become a tribute, a memory, a memorial to the victims of the recent Venezuelan floods.
Para poder
gloria a este bravo pueblo,
gloria a este tiempo.
toma mi mano, gloria a este pueblo,
Gloria a este pueblo.
gloria al nuevo milenio. Gracias a todo el planeta. Gracias a tantos hermanos.
Por extenderle la mano al pueblo de Venezuela.
Gloria a este bravo pueblo.
a tribute there from Venezuela, or the recent flood victims. The tragedy in Venezuela has been a story of deep human suffering, but it's also been one of the human spirit struggling over the worst kind of adversity, of people reaching beyond themselves to help. We've been hearing from Australians about their thoughts and hopes for the new millennium. Next up, Tan Lee.
Well, to me, the date, the 1st of January 2000, doesn't mean a tremendous amount, but it's actually what we do with the date and what we're able to imagine about that date that really makes the difference for me. The role of young people in the new millennium will be a very important one. It's what they're able to imagine for themselves and the world that will really determine its possibilities and the reality. And I hope that young people will be inspired by a vision of a world in which there is more values, there is an ideal that they can ascribe to, and something that really motivates them, of society in which there's greater equality, there is justice, there is fairness, and a society where all people matter, a society that recognises difference and diversity and opportunity for all people. There were a number of danger signs towards the end of this century. I think that there is a lot of positive signs as we're looking towards the new millennium. The outcome of the One Nation debate, and as we're looking towards the millennium, there's a growing movement towards reconciliation with our Indigenous people. I think each and every one of us has a really special role to play, whether we have a mixture of cultures and civilizations in us, my heritage in Vietnam as well as my Australian reality. And each and every single one of us has something to add, whether you are old or young, because with age you have the wisdom of experience, and the young has the enthusiasm. And I think that that's something that each and every single one of us will bring, our own uniqueness into the millennium, and that's what will make the millennium a really special place.
Now we're in Montreal, in Canada. Midnight in Montreal. That's the biosphere there. A helicopter shot moving around the biosphere for their concert to bring in the 21st century.
Que j'appelle ma vie, ma jouissance, mon cri et ma douleur, tu me donnes envie de croire au bonheur aujourd'hui, plus fort que jamais encore, personne ne m'y a fait croire, ton amour pour moi me donne foi en l'avenir du monde.
It's a concert in Montreal you're watching now, and in case you think we're the font of all knowledge and information about these things, I'm reading from notes that tell me that this woman, Jeanette Reno, is known as the Queen of Entertainment in at least French-Canadian circles. She, in fact, seems to be some sort of inspiration for Celine Dion. Celine Dion said when she was 10 that she's my idol. And they say that true stardom is a quality that comes from both longevity and real quality. And this woman apparently has got it. She's a diva.
vie, c'est notre histoire à nous deux, notre chanson, c'est le testament qu'il nous fallait écrire comme un bilan de 2000 ans d'amour. Qui vivrait demain dans des corps si forts et si parfaits, aurez-vous encore un cœur pour aimer, rirez-vous devant nos films, nos romans, serez-vous si loin de nos sentiments, nous qui ne savions pas depuis bien longtemps que la terre était ronde, l'hymne à l'amour de l'an 2000. Je veux le chanter pour ceux qui s'aimeront longtemps après nous, dans les siècles à venir, en leur souhaitant qu'ils s'aiment autant que nous. L'hymne à l'amour de l'an 2000, c'est notre histoire à nous deux, notre chanson, c'est le testament qu'il nous fallait écrire comme un bilan de 2000 ans d'amour. L'hymne à l'amour de l'an 2000, je veux le chanter pour ceux qui s'aimeront longtemps après nous, dans les siècles à venir, en leur souhaitant qu'ils s'aiment autant que nous, en leur souhaitant qu'ils s'aiment autant que nous, en leur souhaitant qu'ils s'aiment autant que
And we're going now to Mexico, Mexico City, and nobody knows how many people live there. Anywhere between 12 and 26 million, they reckon.
por pasar.
You were just seeing a street party in Mexico City, about 500 artists streaming into the centre of the city. And this is part of their concert celebration. A bit of Mexican madness, I think we just saw.
Tengo miedo perderte
You're with 2000 today. I don't know whether our classical music friends will agree. That was Ramon Vargas, by the way. Not one of the 3 tenors, but definitely I would think one of the 5 or 6 or 7 great tenors in the world. And that was midnight in Mexico. Did you see much of last night's performance, or were you up in bed looking out?
No. I saw the fireworks from a distance, from North Bondi on the cliffs looking across.
Did you? That would have been good.
Yeah, it was exactly. It was magic, yeah.
Did you see, by any chance, House Dance?
No.
The Sydney Dance Theatre's performance.
I heard about that. There's the cartwheels on the
People
side.
haven't stopped talking about it. Very physical, very, very marvellous effort. 6 dancers on the largest sale of the Opera House, and we decided to dedicate one of our Australian highlights